A data manager has been notified of a data discrepancy by his engineers in the field. He logs into Aviva's Asset Information Management solution and fires up the Attribute Compliance Report to investigate the discrepancy. This data dashboard gives him all the necessary information about various compliance issues caused by bad data. He notices that the rated output power of pump J9002A has character values stored in them, whereas the readings can only be decimal integer values. He then clicks on the tag summary link of the pump to navigate to the tag summary page of the asset. The tag summary page contains all the master data and documents related to the asset. The data manager opens up the equipment list sheet to look for the bad data record. The equipment list contains the rated output power of pump J9002A and clearly shows the jumbled up wrong information. The rated output power of the pump is completely inaccurate. The manager looks through the document's history and attributes to see when it was last changed and who reviewed it. To rectify this issue, he navigates to the document source for the file, which in this case is the document management system Assai. Once in Assai, the manager selects the red line option and proceeds to mark up the document before launching a change request process. After the markup has been saved, the workflow configured within Assai notifies the data steward of a change request waiting in her inbox. The data steward receives an email notification about the red line just created. She opens up the email to gather more information. She clicks on the URL link which takes her to the document in question within Assai. She can now see the status of the document and additional vital information, such as the creator of the document. Down below is the entire document history along with revision dates and indicators. She opens up the latest version of the document to see the red lines added by the data manager. Now that she has identified the bad data record and the asset associated to it, she navigates to the Asset Items tab to view the list of assets linked to the document, and with a click of a button navigates to AIM to find out the correct reading. On scrolling through the pump's tag summary page, she locates the data sheet document of the pump and verifies that the correct rated output power of the pump is 4.4 kilowatts. Now that she has the right data, she navigates back to Assai and creates a new revision for the equipment list. All the header data for the document has been copied over and the revision number has now been increased. She proceeds to check out the document before downloading it and carrying out the data remediation. This way, when she clicks on the check-in button, the updated document is automatically uploaded into Assai. The data manager is notified, and he logs back into AIM, navigates to J9002A's tag summary page and opens up the equipment list to verify the rated output power reading in the document.